Hello bachcho, very welcome to all of you in your physics class. In this lecture we are talking about rotational work done, very important concept. Let's see. Rotational work done. Rotational work done. So this rotational work done is very similar to the translatory work done. What is the translatory work done? You know very well, it is the force into delta R. Okay, force into delta R. Force into distance, displacement in the direction of force. Same as it is, the rotational work done is equal to torque into delta theta. This is the rotational work done. Okay, so very easily we can understand the concept of rotational work done. If we talk about the rotational power, so this P is equal to rotational work done divided by delta T. Okay, rotational work done divided by delta T, which is tau into delta theta divided by delta T. Okay, so this power is equal to torque into omega. Okay, if this torque is accelerating, producing acceleration, positive acceleration, this power will be negative. This torque is retarding, producing negative acceleration, angular acceleration, this power will be negative. So these are the concepts are rotational work done and rotational power. As we can use concept of work energy theorem in translatory motion, same concept we can use concept of work energy theorem for the rotational motion. So work energy theorem for rotational motion, what we can use? It is the work done by conservative force plus work done by non-conservative force plus work done by other kind of force is equal to change in kinetic energy. Same concept as we were using in translatory motion, we can use in rotational motion also. How we can use this concept of work energy theorem in rotational motion? We can understand by some example. So let's see some examples. So let us consider a rod fixed at one end O, and we are applying a constant force F at other end. It is the constant force at other end A. Okay, this rod can freely rotate about this O in vertical plane. So we have to find the angular velocity of this rod as a function of theta. If this rod will move by angle theta, then find omega as a function of theta. So we can use work energy theorem. So this problem we can solve using work energy theorem. Okay, work energy theorem. We can solve using work energy theorem. Work done by F is equal to change in kinetic energy. Since initial kinetic energy, initial velocity is 0, so the work done by F is equal to kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial, which is equal to 0. So work done by F is equal to 1 by 2 I about O into omega square. Okay, from here we can find this is the work done, capital W. We can find this omega, but what is this work done by force F? So this torque due to F is equal to F into L into cos theta. Why? Force into perpendicular distance. In this case, force is this F and the perpendicular distance is L cos theta. Since this torque is function of theta, so if you want to find out the work done by this F, this torque, you have to use integration because it is variable, it is function of theta. So this work done by F is equal to integration from 0 to theta. We are moving this rod from 0 degree to theta of torque with respect to d theta. Okay, from 0 to theta, FL cos theta into d theta. Since this F is constant, L constant, and integration of cos theta is sin theta, and we can put limit from 0 to theta. So this FL, upper limit sin theta, lower limit 0. So the work done is equal to FL sin theta 1 by 2, which is equal to 1 by 2 I. What is moment of inertia of this rod about the end? It is ml square by 3 into omega square. From here we can find omega, which is 6FL sin theta divided by ml square. This L will cancel out and it is equal to omega. It is equal to omega. So this is the expression for omega.